Sorry to keep you waiting.
Mr. President,
Is it all right if I call you Sydney?
Of course. Mr. President,
Have you ever been in the Oval Office?
I've just been on the regular tour. It didn't include...
I hear it's pretty good.
Mr. President, what you saw in there was nothing more than vanity run amok. I was showing off for a colleague who doesn't think very much of me. It would be a real injustice for you to hold the GDC accountable for my behavior today, on top of which I am monumentally sorry for having insulted you like that.
Are you under the impression I'm mad at you?
Well,
Sydney, seldom does a day go by when I'm not burned in effigy.
not by a professional political operative standing 30 feet from the Oval Office.
Now, I'll grant you that.
Mr. President,
Did you know
let
the
me-
city planners, when they sat down to design Washington, D.C., their intention was to build a city that would intimidate and humble foreign heads of state? It's true.
I didn't know that.
The White House is the single greatest home court advantage in the modern world.
I learned that one the hard way.
Sydney, this bill is important to me,
Yes, sir. I'll convey your message.
but you don't believe me.
The GDC is asking for 20%, sir.
It's not going to pass at 20%. It's a long shot at 10.
How do you know that until you put the full weight of the White House behind it?
Sydney, at 20%, we're 34 votes shy in the House. It can't be done. But I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can get 24 votes, I'll get you the last 10.
24 votes?
If you can swing 24 votes by the State of the Union, I will promise you full White House support.
Do I have your word on that, sir?
Absolutely. Listen, are you hungry? I skipped breakfast. You want to have a donut, coffee or something?
Sir, I'm a little intimidated by my surroundings. And yes, I have gotten off to a rocky and a somewhat stilted beginning, but don't let that diminish the weight of my message. The GDC has been at every president for the last decade and a half that global warming is a calamity, the effects of which will be second only to nuclear war. The best scientists in the world have given you every reason to take the GDC seriously, but I'm going to give you one more. If you don't live up to the deal you just made, come New Hampshire, we're going to go shopping for a new candidate.
You can't do that, Sydney.
With all due respect, Mr. President, who's going to stop me?
Well, if you go through that door, the United States Secret Service. That's my private office.
Ah.
You have to go out that door.